right. Sorry, you guys, for the late start. Hello, Luca, team, Mystery Theater. Zarmagus. Welcome back to Remember 11. Last time, we pretty much sealed the deal that there's a third person swapping in, and that freaking Inabushi and Hotori, hello Victor, welcome to the stream, have been swapping too, and I think they've been swapping in the same schedule. The question is, how in the world has the other person survived this long, just trudging through the snow? Like, how? Like, for 6 days out in the bitter cold? Like, that's insane. I really can't imagine that. I'm so glad your back is better, Mystery Theater. Anyway, I received some instructions on the Discord that, I one by one to pick choices, because there's a couple, I have no idea how, but I'm coming up upon the ending, and there's a much preferred order to view the endings. So I'll be referring to that guide that was so graciously prepared for y'all on the Discord, by y'all on the Discord. So let's get back into it. Here we go. Satoru working out that there's a third person. How did I almost drown in the bathtub? It was my body's fault. My body took the sleeping pills of its own volition and entered the bathroom. Nobody actually plunged my unconscious body into the bathtub. Hotori turned out to be responsible for the door slam I heard, but she was unrelated to the incident. She never took a single step in the bathroom. Hello, Relast. Welcome to the stream. Like, one thing I never realized was how in the world Inabushi, if I'm assuming that's the really, the goofy one. Hello, Serene. Welcome to the stream. How did she know Hotori's name? Were they like swapping notes with each other as well? That also explains why Hotori thought it was 2011. But, how did Inabushi know Hotori's name? That's one thing I'd like to know. And, just play along to call herself that. And also, did Inabushi really have DID? Did she really kill was it really her in that body that killed the people in the hospital? There are so many questions about that. So does that mean the hospital was jumping from between two places? How did they pick which places to swap between anyway? And times, I guess. She never took a single step into the bathroom. Same goes for everyone else. At the time in question, only my body was in the bathroom. I had to accuse someone of trying to drown me, and the only candidate would be my own body. So this third person apparently hates Satoru so much that they are literally trying to kill him, even if it means killing themselves through the swap. Or what might be happening is that they have control of and stopping the swaps once they know Satoru is dead. This third person. But that also brings up the question, who is the murderer that was constantly chasing everybody through, chasing Kokoro? That's one thing I'd like to know. I mean, Mystery Theater, Satoru and Kokoro figured out through the, through other people, but Hotori can't speak, right? Hotori can't talk. So how would they have figured that out? That's one thing I'd like to know. Anyway, back to the story. If I had to accuse someone trying to drown me, the only candidate would be my own body. Next, who killed Enomoto? It's the third person. And I really want to know if that's true, if Enomoto wasn't the crazy guy going around trying to kill people, trying to kill Kokoro, because we know that Hotori was in that body, so every time Kokodo was in there was in Svea, so it couldn't have been her. Who the fuck was that? Like, is there yet another person trying to kill everybody? Because, it's probably not Enomoto going around, like, trying to just stab Satoru in the back. Or Satoru's body, rather. No need to repeat this ad nauseum. Every particular of the murder is recorded on video. It was my body. Lastly, why did my body ingest the DMT and MAO inhibitor? No need to explain this either. My main question, Relest, is how in the fuck did Hotori's true body survive? Just how? Like, fucking how did she survive through all those blizzards? And in the bitter cold, there's just no fucking way. For 7 days? Is there yet another secret cabin or something? Like, I just can't picture it. Like, what the fuck? No need to explain this either. My body was the culprit once again. I really hope you don't think Kokodo is doing this. Other people had absolutely nothing to do with it. Those are the 3 points I've newly discovered. Discovered isn't quite the correct word. I should probably say that I confirm my speculations. My body is responsible for everything. In a way, I almost expected it. There are no cameras installed on the rooftop, so I can't find out anything about the incident on the clock tower. Same can be said about the wound on my left arm. No data was saved during that time. And my other findings are more than enough. From the information I've unearthed, I found the answer. Also, I wonder why the third person didn't, like, slit Satoru's wrist or his throat or something like that. Like 1 minute before the time was up. Like, that would have been pretty easy. To just lock him in his room and do that. Like, surely there wouldn't be any... Like, there would be plenty of kitchen knives lying around. On the information I've unearthed, I found the answer. So to summarize, the criminal out to kill me is... Okay, yeah, no, totally. He'd have to be... What would happen if you chose me? I'm just making sure, going to the Discord, I'm making sure, yeah, neither. Yeah, that's the correct choice. Yeah, totally. But Relest, she was without shelter in the freezing weather for 6 days without food or water. She would have frozen to death for sure. The body I'm talking about, regardless of who was inside it. Regardless if the weather was clear, it was still freezing cold, enough for there to be snow on the ground and snowing in both places. Like, and without food, water, or shelter for 7 days? It makes no sense. How would she... Where did she get food and water from? It's neither me nor Kokodo. Of course, it isn't Utsumi either. No Hotori, nor Yuni, nor even Enomoto. It's someone else. Another unknown personality at Svea. Traces of their activities exist, at least. Now, let's follow the road of my reasoning. First, judging from the videos, it goes without saying that Utsumi, Hotori, Yuni, and Enomoto are all unrelated to the events. Next is Kokodo, but I'll rule her out of the suspect list. Yay! Why? Because she has a strong alibi. Especially in the case of Enomoto's murder occurring on the 14th. The times simply don't add up. The times. Yes, the times. There's something strange about the times displayed on the videos. By strange, I mean that generally speaking, that kind of thing happening at that time is ridiculous. Strange times are referring to our January 14th. Oh, this is just cheap. How the fuck am I supposed to remember what the time was? Come on. Yeah, the earlier one. Okay. Come on. That's not fair. That's not fair. You couldn't have put like a little description of what was going on? Jeez. Seriously. 6:11 to 7:17 p.m. The former is the time my body, possessed by Kokodo, was attacked by Enomoto in the storehouse. On the other hand, the latter is the time I, who had returned to my original body due to a transfer, discovered Enomoto's corpse. Of course, these aren't the only times that happened to bother me. Still plenty of other spots, but it's not worth listing them all. Let's just give one more example. Let's go back to January 11th. Following times are also strange. Like, that's not fair. Okay, and it's the earlier one for both of these. Wow, I sure did. I saved in the right place. Seriously. To make all these final choices. 8:02 to 9:08 p.m. At 8:02, Kokodo and I traded bodies for the first time. She and I, it would be different if there was like a timeline of events that we could get to. Like in the pause menu here. Like in the tips, you know? Like if there was a timeline of events. But I'm just checking to see if there's anything I didn't okay, that's nothing. And then it would make more sense, but like, geez, like they expect you to remember like the exact time and day. Like not even day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but like the date. Jesus, Louises Creases. Old games do not fuck around. They expect you to literally have a pen and paper to take notes. Okay, let's keep going. She and I then woke up at Sofia and at the shelter cabin, respectively. 9:08 is when the second transfer occurred, returning my consciousness to Sofia. To be more accurate, it's Sofia that returned to Aosaki Island from Mount Akagura. Incidentally, these two times, it's called Remember 11 for a reason. Yes, Relast. Yes. By the way, we still haven't found the meaning behind this title. Remember 11. I hope it does come up because Ever 17 factored into the story. Because of Sugumi. I wonder if we'll find out how Remember 11. Is it about remembering 2011, I guess? I don't know. We'll see. I forgot to post a link on Discord. What do you... Oh, I'm so sorry, OA. Thank you. God. I forgot. Thank you, OA. Seriously, and welcome to the fucking stream. Oh my god. Seriously. Thank you. Incidentally, these two times, there's something strange about them. Let's start thinking. I thought you were gonna get some sleep, OA. Come on, are you sure? Are you sure you should be here, OA? Don't you need your sleep? Let's start thinking about what happened on the 14th from 6:11 to 7:17. An interval of 66 minutes. I was at the shelter cabin then, anxious about my body being controlled by Kokodo. I was worried sick about her. Wondering if she managed to run away from Enomoto. Seems strange, weird even. Wasn't I only allowed to stay at the shelter cabin for 33 minutes? Yep, this is when the 30 McThird just straight up shanked Enomoto. Wasn't I allowed to only stay at the shelter cabin for 33 minutes? Of course, the same goes for Kokodon. She could only stay at Sphia for 33 minutes. In spite of that, the camera recorded my body moving without my consciousness for a good 66 minutes. I wonder what, like, Satoru's reasoning would be if he said it was Kokodo or himself. Like, how would he get around that? Would he say that Kokodo or him had DID? That's probably what he would reason out, I imagine. It's certainly not a problem with the time counter on screen. What's recorded really is 66 minutes long. The major point here is that the statement Kokodo can only stay at the Sphia for 33 minutes is irrefutable because he trusts Kokodo to write the correct time. He measured it several times, so I have no doubts about this. Which means, since Kokodo was already at Sphia at 6:11, her consciousness separated from my body 33 minutes after, at about 6:44. Then, from 6:44 to 7:17, who the fucking hell was controlling my body? Let's go to the videotape! 6:44 on the 14th is shown to be the moment Enomoto was swinging the knife, aiming at my throat. Oh, so right after it, Hotori rammed right into Enomoto, causing him to drop the knife. Interesting, so... Which is probably not Hotori, right? Which is Inubushi doing that, I imagine. Because if it's on, because if it's with Satoru, then it should be Inubushi, because Satoru is on the same swap wavelength as Inubushi. Which means that Enomoto's murder, although the grotesque damage to his body took place somewhere between 6:44 and 7:17. Personality and control of my body during this time gap is the culprit behind Enomoto's murder. So without Kokodo has a reasonable alibi. She can only be at Sphia for 33 minutes. And Enomoto died after her time limit was up. Therefore, it's impossible for Kokodo to be the criminal. Fuyukawa Kokodo is innocent. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay, let's keep going. The same considerations apply to the events on the 11th from 8:02 to 9:08. Damn, Satoru has such a good memory. Jesus Louises Creases. Like, can you imagine just remembering these exact specific times? Just off the top of your head? Without, like, some kind of notepad to keep track? I'm sure he will in a bad ending, Luca. At 8:02, Kokodo was transported to Sphia. 33 minutes after, at 8:35, her consciousness was allowed to have left my body. And as a matter of fact, I woke up at Sphia at 9:08. From 8:35 to 9:08. Again, there's a gap. Yes, honey. Looking at it closely, this mysterious time lag has accompanied every transfer up until now. At 10:24 p.m. on the 11th, for example, at Sphia, having been transported to Mount Akakura during the third transfer, Kokodo jumped, surprised by the sound of the breaking cups. And then at 11:30, you should be a fucking lawyer. Satoru, jeez. Like, yeah, you know what this game needs? I'm not even kidding, it needs a fucking court record. Seriously. Like, some kind of thing to help you keep track of the events. Like, I know Uchikoshi eventually learned to do this. Like, you know, to have things to help you keep track of what's going on in the game. With, the Zero Escape series. And, you know, AI Somnium. Like, and things like that. Like, there's stuff in the game to help you keep track of the mystery. and like what has happened on each time and day. But here, damn fuck, you are on your own. Jeez. The fourth transfer occurred, and I regained consciousness in the bathtub. There are no cameras in the bathroom, but there is one in my room. Just gonna interrupt for another second, I know. I would say this game is amazing, but it's also overly ambitious for what it's asking of the player. And like also to view alternate routes is super, super awkward. Like I would almost go on to say that Ever 17 has an easier structure to view alternate routes than Remember 11 in terms of what having something affect something else. Because they're literally asking you to start a new game and like, you know, go all the way forward with Kokodo and then like finish that, like making different choices and then do the Satoru side to see what changed. That's fucking nuts. because the playthroughs affect each other. Whereas Ever 17, for all the for the issues that had, and it had a few, but I still really loved Ever 17. Like, even though there were way too many choices, like it didn't require you to make a specific choice on one route to do something on another. But yeah, again, I'm gonna say that unless after I beat the game, unless there's like a shortcut, there's I'm gonna say that this game was overly ambitious. It's ahead of its time, basically. It's overly ambitious for what visual novel structure like was in, what is this, 2004? This was made, I think. Like, really, really, it's ahead of its time and overly ambitious for what it's asking of the player to do on their own outside of the game. I love puzzles and games, but to me, when the game is asking you to do something outside of the game itself, then I think that's going a bit too far. I think when the game asks you to take notes outside of the game itself, I think that's going a bit too far. And the game kind of stops being fun, because when as fun as I should say, not it doesn't stop. No, that's a really too extreme of a statement. It doesn't stop being fun. It's not as fun as it could be, because when I'm playing game, I like there to just be the game. It's like, have any of y'all ever had experience? You might be too young for this, but the Final Fantasy IX Player's Guide. If you've ever heard of that infamous thing, like Brady Games, long ago when Final Fantasy IX was new, they released their strategy guide, as they did for everything, all the Final Fantasy games, like the high-profile RPGs. Only this one was Play Online Enhanced, and basically, what that meant was that for every actual meaningful tip, you know, things that you actually want to know from strategy guide, it essentially gave you a secret code to put into the Brady Games website to find out what that tip for that section was. It was absolutely stupidly bonkers. And I think a decades or so later, they actually re-released that guide with none of that bullshit. And I'm kind of reminded of that with this. In that there's some really great stuff here, but man, they are making you work for it. Anyway, that was way too long of a tangent. Let's get back into it. There are no cameras in the bathroom, but there is one in my room. I know the fourth transfer occurred at 11:30 because the camera inside the room recorded Otori's sudden metamorphosis. I'll touch on the subject of Otori later. The third at 10:24, the fourth at 11:30. Again, a 66 minutes gap in between. And, oh, and you said, Celeste, that Uchikoshi wants to remake Remember 11, that would be a fan-fucking-tastic idea. Like, he doesn't even need to redo the graphics. The sprites are fucking incredible. They totally hold up. Seriously, the sprites are phenomenal. Like, I would love it if Uchikoshi remade a Remember 11 in the vein of 999. The 999 PC remake, which was fucking fantastic. Still my second favorite visual novel ever. 999. Seriously. If we assume Kokoto was in control for half that time, then what about the other half? Yes, as I thought. A 33-minute gap is also present there. Is any further explanation required? The gap always tags along with our transfers. Nevertheless, my body definitely isn't empty during the remaining 33 minutes. It's very clear that another personality slips into it. A third personality. I can't for the life of me guess who they are. But since a third personality exists, then I can deduce the following. Kokoto transferred between 3 points. Just gonna make sure, I'm pretty sure it's... What could the third place possibly be? What could the third place possibly be? Yep, 3. Okay, yep. Yep. Okay, so it's basically, you're getting the right answers here. We transferred between 3 points. We never transferred back and forth between 2 points. Turning round and round between 3. Which means Enomoto was full of shit! Jeez. Or he was hiding something from you. We kept turning round and round between 3. Gudu. If not, then I can't explain how the third personality intervened between me and Kokoto. Phenomenon we were dragged into in a space-time is a space-time transfer. Honestly, I would totally play the remake of Remember 11. Like, I would definitely play that. Seriously, because I could totally imagine him adding more to this game. Definitely. Absolutely play that. An area at a point in time completely changes places with another area at another point in time. Personality exchange is all about each consciousness simply remaining tied to a fixed place and picking the empty vessel that comes around. If we assume that a third personality exists based on this model, then it's logical to think that transfers do not occur between 2 points, but 3. Explained in order, it's like this. There's apparently one more choice. I don't know if it's in this big explanation here, but before that, let's define some phrases. Damn. Oh my god, Satoru going into battler mode. From now on, I'll refer to the third personality shrouded mystery as Alpha. An alias. A tentative name to call the third personality. Just as my name is Yukito Satoru and Kokoto's name is Fuyukawa Kokoto, I decide that the name of the third person is Alpha. Just as a placeholder. Furthermore, to simplify things, I'll make use of the following abbreviations. It's not really an abbreviation, dude. The body of Kokoto. Kokoto's body. Yes, the body belonging to Kokoto. Kokoto's... I gotta do this in a Kronk voice.
Yes, the body of Kokoto. Kokoto's body. Body belonging to Kokoto. Kokoto's body.
Well, Kronk! Kokoto's consciousness. Kokoto. The body of Alpha. Oh, God. I'm sure this makes a lot more sense in Japanese.
The body of Alpha. Alpha's body. Yes. The body belonging to Alpha. Alpha's body. Body for Alpha. Yes, of course.
Pull the lever, Kronk! A's consciousness. Alpha's consciousness, Alpha. Space covered by the sphere, radius 110 meters centered on Spia. Thea area. Okay, now that one makes more sense. The space... Well, those two are kind of self-explanatory. And I guess Alpha area would be the third. The space covered by the sphere of radius 110 meters, centered on the shelter cabin. Shelter cabin area. Third look... Come on, you're not calling it Alpha area. Come on, dude. The third location, which is neither Thea nor the shelter cabin. The third location. Sorry. This is just like Ever 17, where some really funny stuff happens near the end. Although, I'm sure that's because of the translation. Ah, jeez. The space covered by the sphere, radius 110 meters, centered on the third location. The third... Really, man? Really? Really? Third area. It's the region surrounding the third area. The third region. God. Okay, now you're fucking confused. Why do you need to have a distinction between these two? What's the point of this distinction? Like, that just overcomplicates things, dude. Like, you don't need this distinction. The region surrounding the third area. Third region. Yes, more people named after Greek letters. This is where it all began, Mystery Theater. The ancestor of Sigma and Phi. The region surrounding the third area is the third region. Counterpart to Osaki Island and Mount Akakura. Hello, Emiya. Welcome to the stream. The fact that the time my consciousness and Kokodo can respectively stay transferred in Kokodo's body and my body is 33 minutes. 33-minute rule. Another self-explanatory one. Let's begin. So what kind of phenomenon is this annoying space-time transfer? Let's start off from doing the time jump from the equation focusing on the space transfer. And delta, yes, Mystery Theater. Judging from the recordings, my body is used by us three in the following order. Me, Kokodo Alpha, me, Kokodo Alpha. Simply said, my body, after being operated by me, is operated by Kokodo, then operated by Alpha. But Alpha does go into Kokodo, but I guess they just kind of chill inside Kokodo. Don't really seem to do much at all. And operated by me, Kokodo, Alpha, and so on. Of course, the same kind of thing happens to Kokodo's body and Alpha's body. So Alpha doesn't seem to give a shit about Kokodo. Oh, Zarmegas, yes. Thank you for that reference to the other Let's Play. This time, let's use the point of view of my consciousness and see how I move between each body. My consciousness is always, no matter when, at Osagi Island. They really did hide this for a long time, Emiya. And you wouldn't even have any hint as to how that it even existed until you started Satoru route. Like, you would have no way of even thinking about a third person until the Satoru route. My bound consciousness crawls into an empty vessel, a body, existing in the area currently on Osagi Island. But I find that interesting that neither Kokodo nor Satoru go into Alpha's body. Maybe Alpha doesn't have a body? Is Alpha a blink wrinkle? It could be. If you turn over the above sequence, you get my body, Alpha's body, Kokodo's body, my Alpha, Kokodo. Let's paraphrase it to make it easier to follow. In short, my consciousness transfers from my body to Alpha's body, then to Kokoda's body. Are you sure it goes into Alpha's body? I don't think it does. And to my body, Alpha's body, and Kokoda's body, and so on. Alpha could very well be a Blickwinkle, a fourth dimensional being. Or fifth dimensional, I guess. Another witch that has no... This one is clearly a lot meaner and maybe smarter than the Blickwinkle we know from Ever 17. Because let's face it, if this Blickwinkle, if it is, has the same intelligence as that one, they would have probably died by now. Needless to say, the consciousnesses of Kokodo and Alpha transfer in the same order. Damn, that's insane, Serene. Wow, somebody noticed at the first swap? That's nuts. That is nuts. Because you would never even, like, the idea of it wouldn't even cross your mind, because neither Kokodo nor Satoru go into a third body. Like, to come to that conclusion requires the elimination of a lot of, like, other possibilities. That's incredible that they would think that right away. Needless to say, the consciousness of Kokodo and Alpha transfer in the same order. The transitions all come down to this. When my consciousness is in Alpha's body, Kokodo is in my body and Alpha is in Kokodo's body. When my consciousness is in Kokodo's body, Kokodo is in Alpha's and Alpha's in mine. When my consciousness is back in my body, Kokodo is back in Kokodo's body and Alpha is back in Alpha's body. Okay, yeah, so when Satoru, when everybody's in their correct body at the same time. The areas are teleported as follows. When Sophia area is in Mount Akakura, Shelter Cabin is in the third region, and the third region is transferred to Awasaki Island. When Sophia area is in the third region, Shelter Cabin is in Awasaki Island, and the third area is transferred to Mount Akakura. The Sophia area is about Awasaki Island, Shelter Cabin is in Mount Akakura, third area turns to the third region. Okay, so again, Satoru is the starting point. Like, when Satoru is in his right place, everything is where it should be. 3 consciousnesses, 3 bodies, 3 regions. That's the meaning behind the fucking logo. I fucking knew it. Yeah. Yeah. This fucking logo right here. I fucking knew it. I said that before. Jeez. And 3 areas tossed around like this. By the way, if you apply the 33-minute rule to it, this is what you get. The time my consciousness controls Alpha's body is the time Kokodo controls mine, and the time Alpha controls Kokodo's body. 33 minutes. The time my consciousness controls Kokodo's body equals the time Kokodo controls Alpha's body equals the time Alpha controls my body. 33 minutes. The time everybody controls their own body changes at random. Yep. So right now you're in the baseline state where things stay stable for the longest. I wonder if Alpha is the one who is activating the swap from wherever they are. That's very possible. This is everything I've discovered about space-time transfer. This is how the 33-minute time gaps are generated. There's still something missing. There's still 4 obscure points. Mystery number 1. I didn't notice the existence of a third area because I believe what Kokodo had written down. It's transporter message set on the 12th. 107 transferred to Sphia, 140 returned to the shelter cabin. 603 to Sphia, 636 to shelter cabin. 733 Sphia. Contrast, these are the times I noted down. 107 to 140. 603 to blank PM. And 733 transfer to shelter cabin. Times in Kokodo's messages since one I measured matches perfectly. That's why I was under the wrong impression. When I'm at the shelter cabin, Kokodo was at Sphia. But that wasn't the case. So yeah, Enomoto was full of shit. He was likely lying about a great deal of things. It was actually always when I'm at the shelter cabin, Kokodo is in the third area. But we wouldn't know that. Then when was Kokodo at Sphia? I was in the third area at the time, which means one list of times, either Kokodo's or mine, is incorrect. And the incorrect one is Kokodo's. How do I know this? When I compare them to the times displayed on the videos, it becomes pretty obvious. According to the recordings, these are the correct times of Kokodo's transfers. 12:34, 5:30. Obviously, there are no cameras in the shelter cabin. Therefore, I can only find the times Kokodo transferred to Sphia. But that's enough. Jeez, wow, this is detailed. Let's compare them with the times the transfers to Sphia Kokodo wrote down. The times Kokodo wrote are 107, 603. The actual times are 12:34, 5:30. A systematic error. Times recorded on the messages are ahead by 33 minutes. Because of this, the 33-minute gaps perfectly vanish. Though I don't know how this happened. Why did Kokodo commit this error? Is the first mystery. Who was telling Kokodo what time? Were the clocks fucked up? Did Alpha, fuck with the clocks? Mystery number 2. When my consciousness went into Kokodo's body, I immediately noticed it. I felt out of place, and it was simple to understand that the one reflected in the mirror wasn't me. Also, I could freely control her body, move, talk, and essentially make full use of my 5 senses. Yet when I was in Alpha's body, I felt nothing. At least I don't remember anything. Probably the same for Kokodo, yep. Why? Why did Kokodo and I never observe anything through Alpha's eyes? Walking around, touching anything, eating something, hearing sounds, smelling. I wonder, who is Alpha? Why couldn't we do any of that? They're clearly, I'm pretty sure Alpha is the one controlling the swaps. Like they must start up the machine on their end. Why couldn't we do any of that? My memory simply skip over it and go straight to the shelter cabin, as if Alpha's body never existed. It doesn't make any sense! This is the second mystery. Mystery number 3. Third is about where and when the third region exists. Yeah, what time is that? Is this in the year 3000 or some shit? God. Where in the world is it? When was it dragged into space-time transfer? Asagi Island, January 2012. Mount Akakura, January 2011. What about the third area? Since Asagi Island and Mount Akakura exist at different periods of time, it's natural to assume the third region exists in the past or the future. If I can pinpoint its location and time, I'll be able to draw closer to the identity of Alpha. Mystery number 4. Last mystery is about Alpha themselves. Who is Alpha? That's absolutely correct, Relest. Alpha's original body could just, give themselves a sleeping drug before they do a swap so that Kokodo and Satoru don't even realize they swapped in. And Alpha, again, doesn't seem to care at all about Kokodo. like, but doesn't want to fuck her up either. Like, he just, or they, I guess, are just totally just waiting for their time to transfer into Satoru. But there's also the question of who is the killer? Who was the killer trying to hunt down Kokodo? It's surely not Enomoto. So what the fuck was that? Trying to hunt down Kokodo in Satoru's body. Last mystery is about Alpha themselves. Who is Alpha? My consciousness transfers into 3 bodies while chasing after Alpha. However, I've never caught up with them. Satoru, all you have to do is break the cycle. Get outside of Sphia so that you can watch the 3rd area swap in. And then make a fucking raid. That's true. That is the one thing they did, is rip up the newspaper. Serene, yeah. When he reaches the 3rd area, Alpha runs to the shelter cabin. When he reaches the shelter cabin, Alpha evades by going to Sphia. If I think about it like that, Alpha is a very close existence to me. And I can't guess their true identity. Oh, was the Smash... Did they do the Smash reveal, Mystery Theater? I have to watch that afterward. Hold on, let me just, you know what, let me open, freaking Raw 13 and see what that is. I'm hoping for Waluigi or Sora. Oh, I'm not going to spoil it for y'all, but diggity dang to dang, that's incredible. Wow. Okay, that's good. I'm just so glad it wasn't fucking Fortnite. honestly, that's just an exhale of relief. Oh god, jeez. My most wanted was Gino, but Sora's pretty cool. I'm glad he got him. Oh fuck, I just said it, didn't I? Fucking hell! Oh well, it's not like, jeez. All that I know is what sorts of evils they've done thus far while manipulating my body and nothing more. Alpha killed Enomoto, flung himself into the bathtub, drank up DMT and MAO inhibitor, made a mess of the living area. Everything was done after Kokodo had left my body and right before it returned to my body. The Alpha personality that wedged itself between Kokodo and me is the root of every calamity. The true criminal. Incidentally, I wonder why they did those things. What's their motive? Scheming to ruin my body and grotesquely damaging Enomoto's corpse. What could the reasons for that possibly be? The 4th mystery, Alpha. Strangely enough, I don't feel any anger toward this unknown entity. Rather, I'm fascinated by their mystique. Really? Dude? I just described it as... They're literally trying to fucking murder you. I don't know why you would give Alpha any kind of compunction here. They're literally trying to murder you. They're like... I just described it as scheming to ruin my body. Does Alpha really have something like a scheme? I said grotesquely damaging Enomoto's corpse. But were they aware there was something grotesque? How would they not be? All done on a whim, the height of innocent child's play? I've yet to realize Alpha's identity, if only vaguely. Is it... It can't be the fucking evil uni. Can it? What? It... I'm gonna laugh so hard if it is. If my fucking theory that I said before when we got that bad ending turns out to be true. Jeez. At any rate, with this, I can say I've proven Kokodo's and my innocence. Must be relieved about that one. Yet in the corner of my heart, a fragment of discomfort still clings. Feeling I can't identify, but it makes me feel sick. I can't stop feeling uneasy about Alpha in the third area. However, I can't get stuck on that topic forever. I have another important objective. Yeah, I'm sure that anyone else watching this, like, watching it after, would already know about it. So yeah, it's not like a real spoiler. Seeing as it's not like I'm saying it before the reveal actually happens somehow that I secretly work for Sakurai. Okay. That is rescuing the refugees in the shelter cabin. Present time, 4:09 a.m. Space-time transfer is approaching moment by moment. Get out of Sphere! Satoru. You can foil Alpha's plan by doing that. Space-time transfer is approaching moment by moment. If Satoru has an idea of who Alpha is, then that can only mean that it's a character we know. So is it the evil Uni? That would be fucking nuts. To clear my mind, I pour myself another cup of coffee and gulp it down. I place the cup on the console. But then there's still the mystery of who tried to fucking murder Kokoto while she was in Satoru's body. And where they are now, what happened to them. A map is next to it. Same map of Japan I saw when I came to this room on the 14th. Ooh, it's the third area circled. With a certain purpose in mind, I stick it into my pocket. Satoru, you better book it, so you're not caught up in the swap again. Because I know there's no more swaps, so Satoru probably left the area. The monitors lined up along the wall display the current situation in every room. I imagine it's also in Mount Akakura in 2011, given that Satoru is able to run to Kokoto at the ending. Nothing is wrong with the other three, after confirming that I leave the dim room. The third area, here we go! Next transfer is at 4:48 a.m. Still have over 30 minutes left, but I can't afford to relax. I don't know what's gonna happen, so I have to take action early. Turning to my room at once. Yep, get your coat, yep, and get the fuck out of there. The sky is still dark. The clear midwinter sky has a countless number of stars scattered across it. The moon is hanging low in its last quarter in south-southeast direction. Then it's time to raid the enemy base. 3 more days of it are missing compared to the one I saw on the 13th. Now it makes a semicircle, as if torn in two. Half moon, something that is one and yet not one. I silently push forward into the darkness, relying only on the light of the moon and the stars. I stand before the front gate. On the left is a terminal with a lock controlled by a card reader. I take my ID card from the pocket and slide it through the slot. Or at least I try to slide it. However, card won't go in. Okay. My first thought was that Alpha sabotaged it. Looking closely, I see the card slot is frozen over.
Damn it. How could it get stuck at a time like this?
There hasn't been any snowfall at Osaki Island over the past few days. But what about Mount Akakura? In the magazine article, I know that Mount Akakura was hit by a blizzard on the 15th. And if it isn't as if Spia has always remained at Osaki Island. Spia has been exposed to the snowstorm in Mount Akakura through the space-time transfer. It's likely that the snow got into the reader then, and it froze over from the cold afterward. I wonder if Hotori and Inabushi also have a third person in their cycle. I wonder. That would be super interesting if they did. And that third person of them was the real killer, who killed Yomogi's child. Luckily that the snow got into the reader then. Froze over from the cold afterward. Even here at Alsagi Island, the weather is fine, but it doesn't change the fact that the temperature is low. On top of that, it's right before dawn, the coldest part of the day. I warm my numb fingers with my breath. I turn my coat collar up, shrug in my neck, and stomp in place to stave off the cold. My smoke-like breath stays adrift in the cold air. I angrily tried to insert the card again. Attempted again and again, hoping that the heat from the friction will melt the ice. I just can't give up here. Nothing will happen if I don't get out of Sophia's circle. No matter what, I have to get past the gate before the next transfer. If I don't, I won't be able to save everyone in the shelter cabin after they're sent to Aosagi Island. Fuck. Come on!
Shit! Go in, I'm begging you.
That's what he said. In one last effort, I shoved the card into the slot with all my might.
It went in?
Jeez. God damn it! Only the tip manages to slip in. Yeah, that's enough. There's no need for hesitation. He did it! Uchikoshi did it again with the fucking pen! Oh god. Using all my body weight to force the card to slide through. I am being very immature here. Jesus Christ.
Don't scare me like that.
The left and right doors of the gate open with a roar. I try to fill out the card and leave, but
Huh?
it won't move. The card is frozen in the slot. It won't count. Already? If I don't remove it, the gate will never close. Well, that's okay.
Jeez Louise.
I use my entire body weight to force it in. But I can't when pulling it out. This is just my dirty fucking mind. My fingertips are slippery from the numbing cold, so I can't even grip the card properly. And time is ruthlessly passing by.
There was no choice, guess I'll have to leave it.
No matter how hard I try, what won't come out, won't come out. Just getting the gate open is good enough. I've abandoned the ID card and stepped in the outside world. You better get a good distance away. Coastline appears, yet I want to see what the transfer looks like from outside. Is it like a white flash of light? Jeez. The coastline appears. Only the sound of the waves silently drifts through the air. I can't hear anything but that. It's an extremely quiet night. There are 10 minutes left until the next transfer. I have nothing to do but focus solely on waiting. Wait for that time to come. The distance from here to Sophia's front gate isn't very far. Close enough that it'll only take a minute to get there if I ran at full speed. You can still clearly see the tall circular wall from here. Moon's light reflects dimly off the wall surface. It's a dignified shine in the darkness. I can't imagine something that big being able to transfer. Something like it moving or disappearing seems impossible. I even feel like it will stubbornly refuse to move no matter what.
Is this transfer really gonna happen?
After reaching this point, uncertainty crossed my mind. Even so, there's nothing I can do but wait. Waiting is the hardest thing, isn't it? God, 7 minutes to go.
I should have left later. Fucking hell.
I thought I was keeping my cool, but it seems like my body can't lie. As time passes, the interval between my heartbeats becomes shorter. I don't feel the cold anymore. My palms are sweating even though I'm only standing. Pressure is suffocating. My palms are sweating too. This is nerve-wracking. If I mess this up, there will be no second chances. If I fail, the 3 of them in the shelter cabin will be caught in an avalanche and die. Three of them? Oh yeah, because Uni survived, but yeah. My heart is beating like crazy. Along with the feeling of eagerness, there's also a dignified, rousing exhilaration from the bottom of my heart. 5 minutes to go. They are stretching this out! The passage of time feels exceedingly slow. It's so frustrating that I can't stand still. I walk aimlessly along the sandy beach as the waves lap along its edge.
That's right.
Muttering, I suddenly stop. A situation where I'm just waiting around not doing anything like this is nothing but suffering. That's why I brought the map from the small basement room for seeing that. I remove it from my pocket and spread it on the sand. Where is the location of the 3rd area? I decide to investigate that while I wait. I'm gonna try to, maybe it's like a triangulation type thing. My reasoning is so simple, it's humorous. Space-time transfers aren't only happening at 2 points, a 3-point transfer. I know the whereabouts of 2 of those points, so you can triangulate it. Here. Although, I don't know if that's gonna apply, but okay. And here. Above it, Asagi Island, below is Mount Akakura. Mount Akakura's name has been probably marked on the map. Where's the remaining point? The 3 points are arranged in equilibrium position. I trace the line connecting Asagi Island on Mount Akakura with my fingertip. My finger stops around the middle of the line. Somewhere in Hokkaido. A place called Moeki Village in the district of Hiwa, Hokkaido. Somewhere in civilization. There's a pickaxe-like cross marked just around the midpoint. Well, the mark is...
Hotarubi Mine.
Hotarubi. We've heard that before in this freaking game, and not just in fucking Rose Guns days. At that moment, something jumps inside my head. Some of the wave vanishes. Time stops. I forget to breathe. Streaks of light sweep across the sky in groups. A crack runs through the frozen atmosphere. In an instant, the surrounding scenery shatters, and fragments of the moon become comets and rain down on the earth. The fuck? 30 area really is Hotarubi Mine. If it really is, then Alpha is. Alpha's true identity is. You know who it is, dude?
That's impossible.
Where did we hear Hotarubi before in this game? My fingers won't stop trembling, he knows. I'm driven by fear of an unknown nature, feeling like I've come across something ominous. I fold up the map in a panic, try to find a way to deny the thought I just had. However, the more I struggle, the deeper I become fixed on it. Third area really exists in Hotarubi. All my questions until now will be cleared up and resolved. But that's a forbidden solution that I should never pursue.
You gotta be kidding.
I shake my head furiously to dispel that dark thought. It doesn't help, of course. I realize the true identity of Alpha. In fact, will never disappear. Come on! Tell us, is it evil Uni? God, I know Hotarubi was mentioned by somebody before. Is it in the tips? God damn it. Alright, now this is just the science stuff. Okay, yeah, just... Okay, so, Scooter respectively. P1 and P2. You guys can read this if you want. It's just... This is just the calculations of how Satoru... A tip later on says it? Okay. Let's keep going. The map gripped in my right hand flutters. Before the wind flashing finishes blowing, Sophia suddenly disappears. Replaces it is a brown plain without snow. Wow. I wonder if this is how freaking she survived. Hotori. There's no thunderous roar, and there is no brilliant flash of light. It happens silently, without a sound, like a turning a single page in a book. Oh, really? Damn. That's kind of chilling. Terrifying, almost. Like that there's no, like, flash of light or sound or, like, you know, it's just like a snap. Like, that's kind of terrifying, actually. That's probably the scariest way it could happen. Even though such a mysterious spectacle has occurred before my eyes, I'm unable to break out of my trance. I stand where I am, dumbfounded, without understanding what's happened. Only time steadily continues. Sound of the waves gradually returns to my ears. I suddenly look up the night sky and see the countless stars and the waning moon casting the same light as ever. Airplanes and night sky. Like, no, I'm not doing that. Nothing has changed. The world continues to revolve as usual. However, when I lower my eyes, a strange scene is waiting for me. The brown earth is spread out in a great big circle. It isn't an illusion. Even when I blink and shake my head, the scene won't disappear. Was that a transfer? I finally noticed the situation, but despite that, my consciousness remains unclear. Go in there, man! Come on! You gotta go in there and investigate. You got 33 minutes. Chop, chop. Come on. I can hear the sound of periodically repeating breaths right by my ear. You're in between the tones the waves play, as it filled the silence. That's right. What am I doing? I have to hurry. I start to walk unsteadily as though being pulled. The figure of Alpha keeps coming to mind. Now isn't the time to be misled by something like that. Imagine if it's Mayuzumi being the fucking mastermind. At any rate, I have to think about the shelter cabin. Kokoto, Yomogi, Lin, and Yuni. Right now, I just need to concentrate on those 4 people. My awkward steps gradually begin to adjust their pace. Eventually, that turns into quick walking, then to a trot, and finally to a sprint that cuts through the darkness. Present time, 5:02 a.m. I step into the circle. Whoa. This is terrifying, okay. Some 2001 Space Odyssey shit right here. There's some kind of spirit consciousness being inside that cube, which may be a monolith that's stuck underground. Oh. Same Mystery Theater, but holy shit. The zone is a barren wasteland of brown rock. When I say wasteland, the ground isn't dry. Oh, wow, this is creepy. Is Alpha actually a Blickwinkle? That's like sealed within this rock, like some malevolent deity or some shit that like was freed because using the transfer? Was that the whole reasoning behind the transfer? I stop running and touch the Earth's surface. A damp sensation is transmitted to my fingers. Like some kind of ancient evil was sealed inside that monolith, and like they figured out how to unseal it by swapping bodies or some shit. Like, holy fuck. I thought it was gonna be like another facility of some kind. The soles of my leather shoes slide over the bare rock, which is gently coated with moisture. Mindful of the surface under my feet, I start running again. The place I'm aiming for is the circle's core. However, what's there isn't shelter cabin made of wood, but structured plaster in pure white. After reaching it without taking a moment to breathe, I walk around the circumference of the structure. It's a cube, each side around 5 meters long. Looks like a large 6-sided die. Of course, there isn't anything like numbers, letters, or symbols carved into its sides. On 3 of the 4 sides, there's nothing like a window or anything sticking out. There's a ladder, attached to the last side, made out of iron pipes that continues up to the roof. I climb it. Square rooftop. There isn't anything like a fence set up around it. Well, I mean, this fits the description of what Satoru said. It's a cube. It's a white cube in a fucking desert area. The only thing that is there, a round door painted in green. There's a door. Small iron doors like a manhole cover, hidden in the corner of the roof. There's a handle on it. Try to lift it, but come on! Looking closely, I see a keyhole like groove carved into the handle. A keyhole.
A keyhole?
I remember right away. Put the key in my pocket. The one I haven't known the use for. The choice might hurt, Zarmagus? Oh god. Key I found in my room on the 12th. It was placed next to the ID card. It's an ordinary and simple key.
No way.
Despite my doubts, I had to check it anyway. Take it out of my pocket and hold it up to the keyhole. It went in. It's being inhaled. The key smoothly settles inside the hole. I try turning it! The pleasant metallic sound, the lock easily releases itself.
Are you serious? It unlocked it.
The round green door. If this was fan-made, it is incredibly good at matching the style of the game. I kneel down beside it and think, should I open the door or not? Oh god, that's gonna be a choice, isn't it? Present time, 5:17 a.m. Oh, no, come on! Oh, that's not fair! God damn it! And of course, to get the good ending, you don't open it. I'm gonna make another fucking save. Oh god. Fucking hell! I'm sorry. I need to go to the bathroom. This is the worst possible time to do this, but I really have to. Fucking hell, I am so pissed off that you can't. God! That you can't open it. No! To get the good ending! Or the first ending that you should get, rather. Fucking fuck. God! Yeah, definitely making a save. I will be right back. Oh, God. Ah. This hurts. This fucking hurts. I'm fine. God! Don't open it. I have a bad feeling that you're gonna fucking die. Ambivalence. Obviously, this building isn't the shelter cabin. This isn't the shelter cabin area. But if that's the case, then where am I? The third area. My consciousness, which has always stayed behind at Osagi Island, has transferred from my body to Alpha's body, and to Kokoda's body back to my body again, repeating over and over again like that. In other words, the sequential order of the three areas being teleported to Osagi Island is Sphere, third shelter. Sphere, third shelter. And this is how Satoru gets to the cabin. Okay. In Kokodo's ending. Basically, after Sphere, it's the third area's turn. And after the third area, the shelter cabin comes next, and so on and so forth, yada yada, so fatso. And until just a little while ago, the Sphere area was on Osagi Island. That means Satoru is literally going to be in two places at once in 2011, which is fucking insane. He's going to have to, like, hide out for a year, like, until, like, the experiment starts. Just to not totally, like, blow up the universe, fucking with the timeline. Until just a little while ago, the Sphere area was on Osagi Island. This space-time transfer at 448. The place that appeared here is the third area. Quite a simple deduction. Anyway, how long will the third area remain here? 33 minutes. Which means that he's gonna have to wait a bunch longer. Just and then he can get everyone from the cabin into Sphere. And do some kind of big mystery novel reveal of who the true culprit is, hopefully. Oh my god, I just realized that means two unis will be together at the same time. Unless he's gonna have to leave one uni behind. Which means that the next transfer is gonna occur 33 minutes after 448 at 521. And then the Akakuda of 1 year ago will arrive. I reach into my pocket and take out my wristwatch. It's 5:18. 3 minutes until the next transfer. No time to open the door. I see. So what would have happened is that he would have been gawking at that, and then he would have been transported to this Hotarubi place, which I assume is some kind of evil base or something like that, like some kind of crazy-ass military base where, like, the enemy's hideout is, and, like, he would have been totally screwed. I stand in a bit of a hurry and rush over to the ladder. I so want to see that other ending so badly. I practically flow down it and descend to the ground. You better book it, boy. 110 meters to get out of the circle. I run as fast as my legs can possibly carry me. I'll make it. I kick off the ground and run. The slickness of the rocks underfoot makes me stumble. They're so wet that I'm scared my feet will slip at any moment. I correct my posture and propel myself forward. I jump into the deep snowbank. I've crossed the boundary line of the circle. Yeah, he's gonna have to leave uni behind. Yeah. But I can't relax yet. It's better to get as far away from the circle as possible. I quickly stand up and run through the snow. If he and Kokoda are in the same place, then I think the swapping machine should break, or rather, it shouldn't work. Because they need the 3 locations. I'm just following the guide, Serene. I will try to... I don't know how much is left, but I am going to immediately look at the other ending right after I finish the game here. I finally arrive at the coast. Stop at the edge of the waves and turn around. Present time, 5:21 a.m. In an instant, the bare ground disappears. What appears next is a small hill clad in a mantle of pure white snow. Like a slide on a projector being clicked into place, the landscape has undergone a sudden transformation. Without a sound, without a lighter vibration before I know it, the small hill is lying there as if nothing has happened at all. Nothing at all. All I can hear is the wind blowing. A gentle breeze is flowing out from the inside of the circle. Now he's gonna find Kokodo. I can see a cloud of fine water vapor. Great billowing mist that wells up like a mushroom cloud. It soon swallows into the darkness and disappears. This is the second time I've witnessed space-time transfer. They're gonna have to leave Uni behind, but luckily it's the older Uni, so the evil Uni, whatever. He's probably not evil, but I'm still calling him that. So, to leave him behind. And I don't know how they're going to close that time loop. I guess Satoru is going to have the Uni and Sophia wait outside and say like,
Whatever you do, do not open the box.
oh wait, he won't have a key, so he'll be fine. And he won't be able to. And yeah, basically just have him wait and get into the shelter cabin. Or rather, the shelter cabin area. And then I guess the whole gang is gonna hide out for a year. The non-Sophia gang, that is. So they don't fuck up the timeline. It's an unbelievable spectacle. But it doesn't take much time for me to return to my senses. I kick up the sand and start running. To the other side of the hill. Shelter cabin is there. 4 people are inside. Take them out of the circle. With only that thought in mind to keep my legs moving. He should see them outside of the cabin, right? Or rather, is he gonna check the cabin first? See that they're not there and like be like,
Oh, shit.
when I reach the top of the hill, I'm greeted by a familiar scene. A mortar-shaped depression. In the middle of it stands a shelter cabin, as expected. I'm about to run down the slope. Just before I do, I suddenly stop. A figure has entered my vision. The eastern sky has already begun to brighten. In the faint light, I realize who it is fairly easily. Yes!
Kokodo!
Kokodo is running up the snow-covered slope. Blah, blah, blah. Right across from where I'm standing. She's there at the shelter cabin between me and her. Don't follow me! Get back in the cabin!
No, no, do not get back in the cabin!
Go back right now! Kokodo stopped halfway up the slope and looks back. Lin and Uni have appeared just behind her, climbing up the snowy slope, chasing after Kokodo. If they keep going, the 3 of them will escape the circle. Good timing, it saves me getting them out of there myself. But Yomogi? Well, I mean, Relest. Satoru had access to way more access to Sophia, which had all the computers and shit. And, so that's why he was able to figure out so much more. But Yomogi? I can't see him. Not to mention Enomoto. Did he stay inside the cabin by himself? I start moving before I can stop to think about it. Kicking up the deep snow, I run down the gentle slope. I fling the door open and throw myself inside.
Finally, I'm here in my own body.
There's no one here. A cast-off shell. The room, empty of its occupants, is deeply ominous, still as death. I look down to the underground storeroom, but Yomogi isn't there.
Why?
なんでいないんだよ
Why isn't he here?
たくどこ行っちまったんだよあのおっさんは
Damn it, where'd the old geezer go?
I turn on my heel and dash back outside. It is kind of like Steins Gate in that respect, Relest. There are only 2 trails through the snow. One is mine. The other was made by Kokodo, Lin, and Uni and left to climb the slope. I forgot where the fuck Yomogi went. The second trail continues uninterrupted to the summit. I can't see them.
くそ
Damn it!
With a shout of frustration, I resumed running. I had to ask them about Yomogi. What? Oh. I reached the top. Signs of their passage to the snow continue to the coast, where they vanish. Scan the shoreline for them. Okay, so that isn't where he ran into Kokodo. The great curve of the sandy beach. I spot them a little to the north of where I am, and here we finally converge. I run and run and run. Once I get to the beach, I run alongside the water's snowless edge. The wounds on my arm and back haven't completely healed yet. My body's a wreck. I'm as worn out as a shriveled cucumber. But I can't stop. Spurring my battered body forward, I run on. Uni is crouched on the beach, splashing playfully in the waves, acting all innocent. Kokodo crouches next to him. Lin alone remains standing, looking down at them. That moment, Uni's head suddenly shoots up. He's noticed me. He turns to the other two and says something I can't hear from here. Kokodo looks over at me. She gets to her feet and comes running toward me. Yomogi-san! Yomogi? She thinks he's Yomogi. I don't understand. I look back over my shoulder while still running, but Yomogi obviously isn't there. She thinks you're Yomogi, dude. The distance between Kokodo and me gradually begins to narrow. Suddenly Kokodo stops short. Hey, you're... I don't stop. The distance separating us grows shorter. Satoru! She murmurs. She knits her brow, her pupils swimming. She's clearly shocked, struggling to come to terms with the situation before her. I see. Finally understand what she said to Yomogi-san when she caught sight of me. She doesn't know anything about space-time transfer nor about the 3 areas. She can't comprehend why there's a beach here nor I suddenly appeared. Yeah. You're... I stand in front of her. Kiss her, you fool! I stare at her, my shoulders heaving. Kokodo and I face each other on the beach, illuminated by the morning sun. Why? Why are you here, Satoru?
Babe, I would explain this, and it'll take like 12 hours. But, there's no time for that. We gotta find Yomogi. And get the fuck out of Dodge.
Her voice trembles as she barely manages to speak. I'm lost how to answer her. How could I explain everything? I just stare intently into her eyes, not saying a word. I know why she's here, of course. But now in front of her like this, I feel a little strange. And I always wanted to meet, but never could. The girl I've never spoken to before, but who feels closer than anyone else. Yeah! And here she is at last, right before my eyes. She has her own will, and she's talking to me. That body, which I could fully control until 2 days ago. It's not mine anymore. It's not mine, but it feels like it's myself, and it's like another self. Oh, wow. This is kind of romantic. A strange feeling I can't possibly describe. And now's not the time to get wrapped up in sentimentality. Sentimentality! Woo! 3 of them have escaped from the circle. That's all well and good, but what about Yomogi? Where did Yomogi go? Next instant I realized.
I see.
やはりそういうことなのか。
So that's it.
As though I received divine guidance, I understand everything at once. Kokodo had shouted Yomogi-san when she saw me from far away. Meanwhile, she's just like staring at him, like just doing all these calculations in his head. Hello? Satoru? Earth to Satoru! Yomogi probably left the circle before the transfer. So Kokodo crawled out of that mortar-shaped depression to go look for him. You know, right now, Yomogi is... Satoru? Hey, why? Kokodo tried to say something.
話は後だ。
We'll talk later.
I interrupted with a stern declaration.
急がないと大変なことになる。
If I don't hurry, something terrible will happen. Yomogi will be fucked over. I can't surely say that Yomogi is gonna die or something like that. No, I have to be very, very vague about it.
What do you mean something terrible?
お前たちはここで待ってるんだ。
You guys wait here. I have no time to waste.
After leaving my warning with Kokodo, I start to run. Wait! Where the fuck are you going? Get back here and make out with me! Excuse me! What are you saying? Satoru can only make out with me! Oh boy. Kokodo chases after me. Wait, please wait!
ついてくるな
Don't follow me.
Why not? You'll all go together. I don't have time to explain the situation. Keep running as if to shake off her voice. Present time 5:53 a.m. Less than 1 minute before the next transfer. Oh, shit fuck. Step into the snow. Circle is right ahead. I can't get to Mount Akakura a year ago if I don't enter the transfer area. But
間に合わなかったか
Damn, I didn't make it.
the gate of Sphia stands open for me. Hello, Hollow Mirage. Welcome to the stream. Oh god, Yomogi. He's still somewhere on the island, I guess, hopefully. Or maybe Yomogi found this before you and went in. I would hope so. And he ran into his wife. That would be wonderful. I dragged myself through it on leaden feet.
これってどういうこと？
Oh, what is this?
避難小屋はどこに行っちゃったの？
Where did the shelter cabin go? Kokodo follows me. She's dumbfounded as though her soul has left her body.
リンとユニは
Oh, where are Lin and Uni?
Damn, she even has a similar pose to Mayuzumi.
私の後走ってたと思うけど。
I think they ran after me, but I leave Kokodo there and go back out through the gate. Come on! I look around, searching for them. I find them immediately. Okay, good. Everybody's together. Oh god, Uni is gonna meet... Uni, we're gonna get a fucking time paradox here. Oh god, if you do this, Uni, we're gonna get a fucking time paradox. You have to leave. Like, literally the universe is gonna come unraveled. Lin stands there in open-mouthed shock, staring up the high wall. Uni, you know what's up. Somehow, you have to leave. Or rather... Oh, we have to get the other Uni out of here. But that's gonna be so sad. Like, he's just an innocent little kid. Oh god. Like, imagine us pushing him out to the cold, asking him out to go to this, like, empty cabin. Oh god. Wait, didn't they say that Uni was found with 3 dead bodies, right? So, if one of those is Enomoto's that they put out there, and the other one is Hotori's body, who's the third? Is someone gonna die? Oh god, that would be really sad. Beside her is Uni, someone unfazed.
ユニリンを頼む
Yep, Uni somehow knows what's going on.
Uni, I'm leaving Lin to you.
Uni simply nods at that. I guess he's not evil. I guess he's not the one that Satoru thinks is the culprit. But then who could it be? He takes Lin's arm and drags her back out to the beach. She looks back again and again, her head inclined to the side in puzzlement. After I watch them leave, I return to Kokodo.
さあお前も外に出るんだ
Alright, now you leave too.
What? No way in fucking hell am I leaving you! I put a hand on Kokodo's shoulder and urge her toward the gate.
ちょっと待ってよ。
Now wait just 1 fucking minute!
なんなのよこれ。
Satoru, Yukino Satoru, you are going to tell me what is going on this instant, or I swear!
どういうことなの？
What's the meaning of this?
なんでスフィアがここにあるの？
Why is Sphia here?
さっきまでは避難小屋があったはずじゃない。
The shelter cabin was right here just a second ago!
なのにどうして？
So how?
それからサトル。
And you, Satoru, don't get me wrong, I'm totally glad to see you.
サトルはどうしてここにいるの？
How can you be here?
でもここはスフィアだからサトルがいるのは当然なのか。
But since this is Fia, I guess it's natural for Satoru to be here.
だけどそれじゃあ私は
But then what about me?
私はなんでこんなところに
How can I be here?
もうわけわかんないよ
I don't know what's going on anymore.
サトル何が起きたのか知ってるんでしょ
Satoru, you know what's happening, don't you?
ちゃんと説明してよ
Yukito Satoru? Explain it to me this instant.
説明してくれるまで私は一歩もここを動かないからね
I'm not taking another step until you do. She explains all that in a single breath. Overpowered, I shrink back. There's no be able to fool her easily at this point.
Okay, let's get the PowerPoint.
I sigh.
ついてきてくれ
Follow me. I hope you're versed in quantum physics.
Quita baba. And I start walking toward the entrance to the facility.
誰もいない
There is nobody here.
そっかまだ早朝
Why
な
is
の
there nobody here? Did they all escape or some shit? I guess it's still pretty early in the morning, huh? That is true. Kokoto says as she restlessly looks around.
なんだか変な感じがする
It feels kind of weird.
私がここにいた時にはいつもサトルの体を借りてたから
I love your coat, Kokoto. I was always borrowing your body during my time here.
映画のセットの中に紛れ込んじゃったみたいな不思議な感じ
Feels like I'm on a movie set. What a weird feeling.
だろうな
I guess.
何よその返事
What's with that?
ちょっとそっけなさすぎじゃない
Do you really have to be so blunt?
かもな
Maybe.
も
Kokoto grows sulky and throws herself down on one of the dining area's chairs with a thumb.
説明は後でしてやる
I'll explain everything later.
God, like seriously. I really hope he doesn't get back with Mayuzumi. Like, just cause... Even though I wouldn't be surprised if he does, their dynamic is just the best. I love that we're getting to see them together.
I'll explain everything later.
でもその前にちょっとここで待っててくれ
What I can't believe is that Mayuzumi didn't, like, react to Satoru at all. We didn't get to see her reactions. Like, she's not just clinging to him or something like that. Like,
But before that, please just sit tight for a minute.
気がかりなことがあるんだ
I'm worried about something.
う気がかりなことって
worried. Without replying to her, I start walking. Kokoto comes pattering along after me.
何よこれ
What is this?
なんでこんなことに
How did this happen?
一体何があったっていうの
It's just what on earth happened here? Kokoto reacts vehemently to the ruined living area. That may be a pain to explain it all to her now. I leave Kokoto behind and head for Uni's room. We still don't know the reason behind why this is happening. Did they all leave? I open the door and peek inside.
Huh?
ユニがいない
Uni isn't here.
Uh-oh, did Uni get erased from space-time?
いないみたいだけど
Uh-oh. Yep, looks like it.
それよりもリビング
But more importantly, the living area. Living area! Kokoto, who's chased after me, points at the living area, still pestering me about it. Even so, I pretend not to listen to her. Next, I head to Asumi's room.
内海さんもいない
They must have left. They must have left when they saw the gate was open. Oh god, they would be in front of the freaking monolith. I really hope Satoru remembered to take the key with him.
Utsumi-san isn't here either.
変だね。
Yeah, that's odd.
どこ行っちゃったんだろう。
Where could she be?
っていうか、リビングのことは教えてくれないわけ？
But anyway, won't you tell me what happened to the living area? Looks like the set of a fucking horror movie.
You're not entirely wrong.
Finally, I check Hotori's room.
あれ？
Huh?
小鳥ちゃんまでいないね。
Hotori-chan isn't here either. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
バカな。
No way.
I looked in all 3 rooms, but nobody is here. I break into a dash.
もう今度はどこ行くのよ。
Where are you going now?
何も言わないで突然行動しないでくれる？
Can you please stop running off without saying anything? Walk and talk, man. Her voice reaches my back. I have no choice but to answer.
地下だよ。
The basement.
What? It's not like there's some kind of secret evil lab there.
Well,
地下に3人がいるってこと？
You mean the 3 of them and they're in the basement?
わからない。
I don't know.
わからないから確かめに行くんだろ。
That's what I'm gonna make sure, okay?
I run past the living area and into the dining area. I fly downstairs to the basement storeroom. I'm so glad that these 2 are having time to interact with each other. As I thought, no one is down here either. I run into the small room where Enomoto once was.
あれ？こんなところに部屋なんてあったっけ？
Was there always a room here? She sounds so carefree. Looks like she still doesn't realize the severity of this situation. I'll leave her alone and begin to examine the video data. Oh, that's right. Tuesday, January 17th, time 5:20 a.m., location front gate. Today, the first transfer occurred at 4:48. I mean, that Sophia was at Mount Gakuta at this time. With the front gate open. For long, Utsumi and Yuni, yep, they all booked it out of there. Which means now they're stuck on Mount Akakura. Oh my god. Would that mean that Utsumi went out there with the nice Yuni? And oh my god, what if she ran into Yomogi when she's out there? That would be absolutely the best thing ever. But what about, oh god, but what about freaking Inabushi or Hotori? Whoever the fuck she is. Oh god, jeez. Is she gonna die out there or something? Well, Utsumi and Yuni appear on screen, followed by Hotori. Hotori keeps herself at a distance, walking slightly behind the 2 of them. And then all 3 of them vanish as they step into the background, heading for the gate.
あ、出て行っちゃったんだ。
They went outside. Oh god, Hala Mirage, don't even think of that. That's horrible. That's a horrible thing to think of, Hala Mirage. Oh god. I really want both Utsumi and Yomogi to live. I really do. Kokoda was watching the video from over my shoulder. As carefree as ever. I am loving that they're getting this time together. Perhaps all the abnormal events happening in such quick succession has paralyzed normal thought processes. I silently continue. I can't concern myself with Kokoda right now. After rewinding the recording, I find that Utsumi and Yuni seemingly left Sophia to search for me. Utsumi had noticed my disappearance. She woke Yuni, and as they searched for me, they came to open the front gate. They probably thought that I'd gone out of the gate. So with the intention of pursuing me, they left Sophia. Looks like Hotori alone had a different motive. Uh-oh. Rather than looking for me, it was simply a case of the gate is open, so I feel like going out. I really don't want to think about that, Serene. That would be just terrible. Like, it's possible that the three bodies are going to be Inabushi, Hotori, and Enomoto if somehow his lifeless corpse got dragged out there. That's very possible. But that's sad because that means Hotori or Inabushi is going to die. And we don't even know their full story. Like, what really happened back at the hospital? Rather than looking for moose in case... Oh, I already read that. Taking advantage of this, she could have been planning to escape from Sphia. Anyway, at 5:20, the three of them walked out of Sphia's circle. Well, that's kind of good in a way, because that means Utsumi could run into Yomogi. I think that's really cool. Oh my god. I just realized there's going to be a big altercation with Utsumi, Yomogi, and Inabushi together, because Yomogi is going to know who that is. Oh my god. There's going to be like a freaking huge war there. Oh god. I hope... Oh no. I hope that doesn't mean one of the two is going to die. But maybe Satoru will get the idea to... you know, pull a Steins Gate and trick history and basically make Enomoto the third body and put him there and have both Yomogi and Utsumi survive. Although it is tragic that Hotori has to die. Maybe she's gonna like sacrifice herself for the greater good or something. I don't know. Anyway, at 5:20, the three of them walked out of Sphia's circle. And they never came back. Because then 1 minute later, 1 fucking minute, a space-time transfer occurred. God, you know what would be a gruesome way to die? If you were caught right on the edge of the space-time transfer, like you would be sliced in half on the molecular level. That's what I was saying, Mystery Theater. If it was Enomoto, Inabushi, and Hotori. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, Mystery Theater, they could pull like a Steins Gate and drag Enomoto's corpse outside and have him be the third body. Because think about it. It's supposed to be 2 women and a man, right? To fit with the, history. And you would think that that's Kokodo and Mayuzumi. But in reality, if it was Kokodo, Mayuzumi, and Yomogi. But in reality, it could very well be Enomoto, freaking Inabushi, and Hotori. On a freezing snowy mountain. They're trapped out there in the middle of a blizzard. 2 women and 1 little boy. That moment I understand everything.
Damn.
そうだったのか。
So that's it.
なんでもっと早く気づかなかったんだ。
Why didn't I notice it sooner? Oh crap, history.
I strike the console with a clenched fist.
どうしたの？
What's wrong? When I turned around, I met with an apprehensive look from Kokodo.
心、教えてくれ。
Kokodo, please tell me
よもぎさんのことなんだが。
about Yomogi-san.
On my words, the coloring of Kokodo's face instantly drains.
そうだ。どうしてこんな大事なこと？
That's right, how could I forget something so important?
よもぎさんを助けに行かなくちゃ。
Yomogi-san, I have to go help Yomogi-san! She spins around to face the door, her hair flying wildly in every direction.
待て。
Wait,
今行っても無駄だ。
there's no point in going now.
I grabbed her arm to stop her.
もう何よ。
I
何なの
mean,
よ。
Mystery Theater, we do know that Hotori's body is dead by the 7th day. What we don't know is who is in that body. If it's Inabushi or Hotori. Come on, what is it already?
何が起きてるっていうの？
Just what's going on here?
Woman, goddammit, there's no time!
説明してくれるって言ったのに何も教えてくれないじゃない。
You said you'd explain, but you're not telling me anything. You're just looking at computers and thinking to yourself.
これから説明する。
I'll explain right now.
だけどその前に聞かせてくれないか。
But first, will you tell me this?
よもぎさんは今赤倉岳にいるんだよな。
It's Yomogi-san. I'm not Akakura right now.
赤倉岳っていうのはその海がなかった時の赤倉岳だ。
And when I say Mount Akakura, I mean the Mount Akakura without the sea.
そうよ。
Yes!
吹雪の中私を追いかけて出て行っちゃったの。
He ran onto the blizzard after me.
だから私は彼を探しに。
That's why I have to find him.
そうか。やはりな。
I see, so it's just as I thought.
心、あの新聞記事のこと覚えてるだろ？
Kokoro, do you remember the article from that newspaper?
忘れようと思っても忘れられないわよ。
I couldn't forget it even if I wanted to.
あれには確かこう書いてあったよな。
Here we go.
This was written there, right?
赤倉岳に男女3人のフラン死体。
3 decomposed male and female corpses found on Mount Akakura.
HAL 墜落事故の不明者か。
Missing passengers from the HAL crash?
Yeah.
男女3人のフラン死体。
3 decomposed male and female corpses.
そのうちの2人。女性の方は
Those 2 female corpses
心と凛のことじゃなかったんだよ。
weren't yours and Lynn's.
Uh,
あの記事にあった死体とはよもぎさんと心と凛のことじゃなくて
The corpses that article was talking about weren't those of Yomogi-san, Kokoro, and Lynn.
よもぎさんとそれから内海さん、ほとり、この3人のことだったんだ。
But of Yomogi-san, Mutsumi-san, and Otori, it's those 3.
contradiction. That would mean there are 4. So at least one of those, at the very least, that means Utsumi or Hotori is gonna live.
どういうこと？
And it's gonna get back here. What are you? Explain everything to Kokoro from start to finish in lightning speed. Space-time transfer, the three points. It's a middle coin called Hotorubi Mine. Easy to understand way using the video data. I tell her about what happened to our bodies without omitting a single detail. However, I don't say anything about the tragedy of Alpha. I believe it's enough to tell her there's another person. God fucking damn it! I don't want to confuse her unnecessarily.
そんな
No.
そんなことって。
No way! After I finish, she tries in vain to form a coherent sentence. Her hollow eyes are fixed on the
だか
screen.
ら今言っても無駄なんだ。
That's why I said there's no point in going now.
次の転移を待つしかない。
We have no point just to but to wait for the next transfer.
じゃあよもぎさんは助からないの？
Then you're not gonna be able to save Yomogi-san?
内海さんはどうなっちゃうの？
What happens to Utsumi?
ほとりちゃんはユニは？
What about Otori and Yuni?
大丈夫だ。とにかく落ち着け。
It'll be alright, just settle down for now.
諦めるのはまだ早い。
It's too early to give up. I think I have to pull a trick from one of my old friends, some mad scientist son of a bitch.
今は
Right now,
I take my watch out from my pocket and check the time.
6時10分だ。
it's 6:10.
雪崩の発生時刻は6時53分。
The avalanche will occur at 6:53.
まだ40分以上ある。
We still have 40 minutes.
40分しかでしょ？
Don't you mean only 40 minutes?
Kokoro, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but will you help me drag this dead body out into the snow?
What?
雪崩の発生地点までは1キロメートルもあるのよ。
The avalanche is gonna hit 1 kilometer from here, right?
今すぐ出発したって間に合うかどうか。
Even if we went right now, would we even make it in time?
それにここが避難小屋だったら次の転移までの時間がわかるけど。
And this isn't the shelter cabin. If it were, we'd know when the next transfer would occur, but
でも こはアオサギ島にあるスフィアで、
This is the Sphere on Osagi Island.
だから転移はランダムに。
So the transfers just happen at random,
そうでしょ？
right?
あ
Yeah.
Random or activated by the mysterious person inside the cube.
だが逆に考えれば今すぐ起こっても
And that's why, conversely, if it were to happen right at this moment,
おかしくはない。
It wouldn't be strange at all, you mean?
yeah.
じゃあどうして私たちこんなところにいるの？
Then what are we doing here?
さあ
Who knows?
I shrug my shoulders. My gesture makes Kokodo's eyebrows go flying
お
up.
だったら早く言ってよね。
Jeez, why didn't you say so sooner? She flies out of the room, hurriedly do the same. Rush outside, heading for the front gate. Take the dead body! As we run toward it. Transfer. Can this be called divine protection? Perfectly timed space-time transfer occurs. Okay, so we're back on the mountain. We gotta drag a corpse out of here. I know that due to the way the scenery on the other side of the gate suddenly transformed. So he's keeping Alpha's identity a secret because it might be someone Kokodo knows as well. Are we ever gonna know who attacked Kokodo when she was in Satoru's body at Sphere? Well, that's certainly the case. More importantly than that or anything else, I know because the surroundings are instantly engulfed in a blizzard. I guess it's a consequence of the drop in atmospheric pressure. I suddenly feel acute pain stabbing at my eardrums. How can I care about this trivial pain? Compared to the wounds in my back and left arm, this is nothing. We pass through the gate. A mantle of white snow shrouds everything around us. Visibility is terrible. I can barely make out my own feet. Kokodo is silent. Doesn't say a word about the transfer. She momentarily glances at me and nods. She has such a brave expression on her face. She almost makes me forget her gender. Oh, come on, Satoru. Seriously,
行き
dude.
ましょう。
Let's get going! With those words, we start running east. I know that gate faces north. The location where the avalanche will occur is located to the east. Sooner or later, I'll lose my bearings if I keep marching along under these conditions. What should I do? Is there going to be a choice? I'm busily thinking about that. Kokodo is suddenly getting farther away from me. Is it like Satoru from an alternate time period? Like, but then why is he being an evil fucking murderer? Why is he trying to kill everybody? Is it some kind of third future uni or something? By now, she's almost completely disappeared into the blizzard. I can hardly see her anymore. Is it Inabushi Keiko? I have no choice but to go. I have no choice but to move forward. Trying to avoid the snowflakes that slam into my face, I charge after Kokodo. Oh damn, I didn't realize. I thought Kokodo was getting ahead of him. I thought it was the opposite. I finally catch up with her. I can't let her take the lead. I pass by her and stand in her path.
わかるの？
Do you know which way it is?
東だろ
East, right?
東がどっちなのか。
How the fuck do you know which way east is?
こっちにまっすぐ行けばいいんだろ
Seriously, I would say the same thing. How the fuck do you know east by freaking heart?
From here, we just have to keep going straight ahead, right?
I point forward as I continue rustling through the deep snow. Tap, tap. Something taps me on the shoulder. I look back. Oh my god, Kokodo! Kokodo holds her outstretched hand in front of me. The palm of that hand is...
コンパス
compass?
Yeah.
持ってんだったら早く言えよ。
You should have mentioned it earlier.
だから今言ったじゃない。
That's why I'm telling you now. Jeez Louise.
サンキュー。
Thank you.
I didn't have to read that one out loud. I take it and start walking again. I can hear Kokoto breathing behind me. After continuing for a
サン
while,
キュー。
thank you. She repeats my own words.
何の俺だ。
Thanks for what?
先頭に立ってくれたこと。
For taking the lead.
そんなこと。
That's...
それから今までのこと全部。
Seriously, if Satoru gets back with Mayuzumi after all this, I'm gonna be so pissed off. Like, they're even giving us this. Like, Mayuzumi just fucked off somewhere. Like, oh, God, I'm so glad that these two are back together. Or rather, that they're getting all this time together. And for everything you've done up until now. Huh? Pretend I didn't hear that intently. Contiguous. Why are you pretending you didn't hear that? I really hope the culprit isn't some kind of evil future Kokoto. Oh boy. It's been more than 20 minutes since we began our march. Our destination isn't yet even in sight. Not that we could spot Yamoki even 5 meters away through the snowstorm. A world covered in pure white. No matter how far we advance, the scenery doesn't change one bit. I'm not sure that we're actually getting in closer to our destination. Check the compass again and again. Needle is always pointing left. No about doubt it, we're definitely heading east. 18 more minutes until the
間
avalanche.
に合ってくれ。
Please, let us make it in time.
頼む。
Please!
I stopped being able to feel my toes long ago. Tips of my fingers are numb as well. Chill has reached into the core of my spine and is eating into it. I can't move the way I want to. The cold that strangles my whole body like a thick chain. Innumerable snowflakes madly hurl themselves past us. Ice crystals slash relentlessly at my cheeks and neck. Suddenly I notice something. The breathing that I could hear behind me has vanished. Turn around. Kokoto isn't there.
なんで。
Oh, what?
I immediately turn back the way I came.
心。心。
Kokoto! Kokoto!
Nobody hears my cries. They're drowned out by the content of the blizzard. Oh no.
心。心。
Kokoto! Kokoto!
And I continue my desperate yelling. Eventually, I catch sight of her. Oh, thank God. Oh no! Kokoto was lying in the snow. I rush over and lift her up in my arms.
心。心。しっかりしろ。
Kokoto! Kokoto, pull yourself together!
She's lost consciousness. Oh, crap. She doesn't even twitch. From what I heard earlier, she's already made a round trip between the shelter cabin and avalanche site. The second time she's gone there. Her physical strength is at its limit. In the brutal cold of the blizzard, she kept walking forward, sustained only by her own willpower.
心。起きろ。起きてくれ。
Kokoto, wake up! Please wake up!
I shake her shoulders hard. Her eyes open slightly.
サトル、
Satoru,
私のことはいいから
I'm fine, so...
早くみんなのところへ。
You are most certainly not fine. Quick, go to the others.
みんなを助けてあげて。
Please save them for me.
バカ。
Baka!
お前を置いていけるわけないだろ。
No way am I leaving you behind.
やっぱりサトルって思った通りの人だった。
Yes, Kokoto, you and I are of one mind. Woo! Woo! Satoru, you're really just like I imagined you.
私信じてたんだ。
I
ずっと
always believed,
サトルのこと信じてたの。
always believed in you, Satoru.
サトルは
Woo! Satoru, I knew. How do I say this?
かっこいい人なんだって。
That you were a cool guy.
おかお前
You baka!
最後の言葉みたいなこと言ってんじゃねえよ
Don't talk like you're about to die!
お前がここで死んじまったら元も子もないんだよ
If you die here, it'll all amount to nothing.
でも私
But
もう
I can't.
歩けないんなら俺が背負っていく
If you can't walk, then I'll carry you on my back.
無理だよ。
It's impossible.
無理じゃない
No, it's not.
たとえ無理でもやるんだ
Oh god, I swear I really hope we're not being fucking baited here. This better not be fucking bait. You hear me, Uchikoshi? I know you like romance just as much as I do, with the way how most of your stories end up. You better not be baiting us.
And even if it is, I don't care. I'll do it anyway.
どうして
Why?
そんなことしたら
Oh god.
サトルも死んじゃうかもしれないのに。
Satoru. What if you die too?
俺メッセージに書いただろ
Didn't I write it in one of my messages?
借りた恩は必ず返す主義なんだって
I take it upon myself to always repay favors.
Oh, sorry.
だから
So,
サトル
Satoru.
それにな
and you know what?
お前の体はお前だけのものじゃないんだ
Shippity ship 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 ship! Yes!
Your body doesn't just belong to you anymore.
お前の命だってお前だけのものじゃない
Oh my god, yes! 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 Woo! 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 Yes! 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 Yes!
Even your life doesn't just belong to you.
前に言ったよな
Didn't I say it before?
俺とお前は一心同体
Yes! Yes!
We're united in body and soul.
Oh my god, yes!
たとえ二度と転移が起きなかったとしても
Oh my god! I was so nervous about this ship with the Mayazumi stuff, but that was apparently just freaking trying to throw us off the trail. Oh my god!
Even if the transfers never happen again.
俺はお前を失いたくないんだ
I don't want to lose you.
Woo! Yes! 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 Woo! 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 Woo!
バカだよそんなの。
Baka, what are you?
まあ何とでも言ってくれ
I'll say whatever you want.
とにかく俺はお前を背負っていく
I'm carrying you anyway.
Yes! Oh my god! Yes! 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 I tell her that and shift her onto my back.
本当にバカだよ。こんなことするなんて。
Oh my god, I'm so happy! You really are an idiot. Doing this is her soft voice right in my ear. Yes! Oh my god, I was so worried.
でもバカだけど
But even though you're an idiot,
サンキュー。
thank you.
きっと倍にして返すからね。
I'll pay it all back double. Understand? I'm gonna rock your fucking world, boy.
24,860 メートル。
Yes, 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 yes. Ah, ooh, ooh, I, yes, 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 yes. Ah, la 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 la. Satoru and Kokodo are together. 24,860 meters worth. Wow!
うるせえな。
Shut up.
喋る気力があるなら歩かせるぞ。
If you never have enough energy to say all that, I'll make you walk.
She doesn't answer. Suddenly, I feel her body weight fall upon me. She's lost consciousness again. You guys did a really good job of hiding that from me. Seriously, I am so glad that wasn't spoiled. Thank you! Okay, Luca. Oh, God. All I can hear is the faint sound of her breathing. Yep. Coco. Honestly, my cat is named Coco, but I was not thinking about Ever 17 when I named her, so that is just a coincidence. But is excited as well. Present time, 6:48 a.m. Woo! 5 minutes until the avalanche.
よもぎさん
Yomogi-san!
内海さん
Hatsumi-san!
ほとり
Hattori!
ユニ
Uni!
Even though I know it's futile, I can't help but shout. There is no answer. Only the echoing sound of the raging wind, like the call of the Grim Reaper, answers me. I, too, after walking this far, begin to feel my consciousness slip away. Out of the corner of my eye, I see a black shadow flicker. It was just a vision of the Grim Reaper. I take one step forward, then another, but it doesn't feel like we're getting any farther. Kokoda's body is like a leaden weight on my back. Cold eats into my lungs. The salt never once lets up. My frozen limbs begin to cramp up in spasm. It's like my frozen muscles are starting to crack. He really does he's so good at screaming, this voice actor. But you know, he did fucking Dio. I mean, what do you expect? Excellent actor. Sharp pain pierces my whole body. I won't stop. I won't give up. Not a chance. I walk and walk and walk. I plunge forward through the blizzard. I shake off the Grim Reaper's shadow and I walk. With the compass in my right hand and the wristwatch in my left. Present time according to the watch is 6:50.
そう
Damn it!
よもぎさん内海さんほとりユニ
Yomogi-san! Hatsumi-san! Hattori! Uni!
誰か
Anyone!
誰か返事をしてくれ
Please, someone answer me!
Right then.
おいここだ
Yes! Woo!
Hey, over here.
An auditory hallucination? I concentrate and peer through the whirling snow. Bye, Mystery Theater. Thank you so much for coming. For a single instant, my field of vision clears up. Halfway up a steep slope stands Yomogi. Not just Yomogi, Utsumi and Hotori are there with him. Uni is the only one missing. Well, that makes sense that Uni's missing because he's the one that they find. Oh well. At any rate, I better hurry. Wait, what? There should be 2 Unis. Oh God. I didn't really
よもぎさん
Yomogi-san!
The other Uni might have gone back to Sphia. I lower Kokodo from my back and run like I'm leaping across the snow. I rush over to them.
ユキドくん
Yukido-kun.
サトル
Satoru.
君は一体
Who are you?
We have no time for chit-chat. Yomogi, you found your wife! I'm so glad that they found each other. A glimpse at my watch display. 6:52 a.m.
まずい
This is bad.
早くこっちへ
Quickly, this way.
Huh?
どうしたの
What's wrong?
いいから俺についてきてくれ
Just follow me.
時間がないんだ
We're out of time.
でも彼が怪我を
But he's injured.
ね
Huh?
I look over in the same direction as Utsumi and see Yomogi clutching one of his legs. Oh, shit, fuck.
なんでだよ
Why?
ふざけんなよ
God damn it, you gotta be kidding me.
それでもあんたプロの登山家か
And you call yourself a pro mountaineer?
その言葉遣い
That tone.
まさか
It can't be.
Yes, I wasn't lying, Yomogi. I told you.
うるせえ
Give it a rest.
もう何も喋るな黙ってろ
I just realized, where the fuck is my Uzumi?
And we're talking, just shut up.
The very next moment, suddenly the earth roars. A deep, heavy reverberation surges up from the core of the earth. At the time, my field of vision begins to vibrate.
An earthquake.
I see the avalanche is caused by an earthquake. And I think about it, Kokoda once wrote an earthquake occurred at Sphia in one of her messages. Perhaps the Mount Okakuta area was experiencing a succession of them. But enough about that. Let's get them out of here before... Sometimes 6:53 a.m. I look up at the ridge, gathering billow of white. Swallowing up the slope like a muddy stream, it's rushing toward us at frightening speed.
雪崩だ雪崩が来る
Where are both Yunis and Mayuzumi?
The avalanche. It's coming.
早く逃げろ
Hurry up and run.
I throw you. Damn, Satoru! You are buff as fuck! Yomogi and Kokodo!
雪崩
An avalanche.
Huh?
嘘
No way.
何ボケっとしてるんだ
Don't just stand there.
早く
Run.
I yell at them as sharply as I can. Utsumi and Otori take off running. Follow after them. I run. I run so far away. The white smoke approaches us, advancing on as unstoppably as a wave. A gigantic white monster, mowing down every tree in its path, turning every rock it encounters into dust. Its approach is unforgiving. The monster bares its fangs, and then it strikes, right over our heads. Now it... Oh no! Oh no! That's way more people than they said they found, though. And where the fuck is Uni? Anima. There's nothing reflected in my eyes. A world closed off in darkness, a silence as cold as ice. There's nothing here. A space ruled only by nothingness spreads before me. No, the concept of space may not even apply to it. My existence has become infinitely close to zero. Surrounding pressure is crushing me, trying to turn me into a point. Being turned zero-dimensional at this very moment, I can't possibly tell up from down. A darkness with no exit. Inescapable ice, the white darkness. I can only feel constricting pressure all around me. He's still in the snow. I'm unable to move my limbs to struggle, nor am I able to breathe and to scream. My mouth is sealed shut, my lungs crushed. Feels like a fist is pressing down on my Adam's apple. It hurts, it hurts. Every cell in my body is gasping for oxygen. Feels like a boiling hot liquid is slowly rising up in my body. My consciousness is fading. I can't think. The thing that appears in my mind is death. A premonition of death. Immediately after that, my entire existence becomes zero. Or not?
Oh, we survived somehow.
I wonder if they've got the newspaper to fake, like, the death report thing.
I thought I was gonna die.
I shake my head and look up to see Kokoda's yes! Face right in front of me.
大丈夫
Are you okay? She watches me anxiously. Okay, time to make out. I said I would pay you back double. Remember? Well, you saw me, right? What do you think? Let's do it right here, right now. We need to warm up. Perfect timing. But about me, I am also here. Perfect. Just fuck Mayuzumi's ex-boyfriend right in front of her. Revenge! Her hands are covered in snow. Seems that she's the one who saved me. Oh my god!
大丈夫
How
み
though?
たいだ
Yeah, I'm fine. I think.
ありがとう
Thanks.
After I thank her, I take in my surroundings. I can't see my own body. Only my head sticks up through the snow as though it's been severed and put on display.
待ってて。今出してあげるから。
Just wait a little longer, okay? I'll take you out of there.
悪い頼む
Sorry, please do.
Kokoro digs her way through the snow. My shoulders are revealed, then my chest, until I'm finally able to move my arms. Piece of cake after that. With my arms free, I crawl out of the snow by myself. The weather in the mountains can change easily. Before I knew it, the sky had cleared up. Looking down the steep slope, I could see the corpse of that monstrous avalanche spread out like a fan. Huge masses of snow have fallen and scattered apart.
俺雪崩に飲まれたんだよな
So, swallowed up by the avalanche, huh?
少なくとも鎌倉で遊んでたようには見えないけど。
Well, it sure didn't feel like looked like you were building a snowboard, babe.
どうして俺がここに埋まってるって分かったんだ
How'd you know it's buried here?
そんなの当たり前じゃない。
And that's obvious, isn't it?
当たり前
Obvious.
だって私たち
It's because we're
一心同体でしょ。
united in body and soul, right? Now, what do you say we make that literal? Kokoro giggles as she says that. The morning sun illuminating her, her cheeks shine youthfully. Without thinking, I turn around and gather up and embrace! CG! CG! Until just recently, her body was my body. But right now, it isn't mine at all. Another person's body, so to speak. The fact that it's another person's body makes me extremely happy. Yes! Oh my god, I am so glad. I was so worried about the ending. But this is fucking fantastic. It's gonna really hurt to to see the bad endings next time, because this, I love this. I love this so much, you guys. I love it. Being able to hold her like this is a dream. Yes! Forget about Mayuzumi. Fuck Mayuzumi. In fact, don't fuck Mayuzumi. Fuck Kokoro. Many times. A dream. First time I entered her body, I thought it was a dream as well. But the next time you do, it won't be. But now I think it's far more like a dream to be separate like this. Without conviction, it's difficult to tell what the difference is between them. And I am sure of one thing. The warmth permeating my chest, our heartbeats, and our breathing! Those two overlapping sounds at least are real. Oh my god!
ねえ、
Hey, Satoru.
一つ気になってたことがあるんだけど。
There's one thing that's been bothering me. Well, actually like 50 things, but
聞いてもいい？
mind if I ask?
なんだ
What is it?
サトル、メッセージにこんな言葉書いたでしょ。
This is what you wrote in your message, isn't it?
赤樹完成。
Sekiju Kansei, right? What does that mean?
あれってどういう意味だったの？
Just what does that mean? And in the first place, Kokoro and I have a connection that can't be severed. I noticed it just now, but it seems like that I, without you, I'm just me. Either way, the fact that I'm me doesn't change, but... Oh my god, that is love. That is such love. Oh my god, I'm so happy, you guys. I'm so happy. Even when you're there, I feel like I can be more like myself. There's a 4-character Chinese idiom that goes like that. Do you know it? Sekiju Kansei. Red accepts blue entirely. That's it. That's, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Seriously. Wow. Oh my god. Fantastic. God. Seriously. I know it makes more sense in Japanese, but I get why it is this way. Oh my god. Y'all know how to give me a happy ending. Like, can I say that the ending of a story, like, means so much when judging it in retrospect? And this also applies in other situations, like with Higurashi Sotsu. But, like, seriously. Looking back, like, because it really just makes you look back and see, was it all worth it? And I would say absolutely 100% yes. It was worth everything to get to this point. I am so happy. This is going to be one of my favorite stories, honestly. Maybe I've been trapped by that phenomenon myself. Of course, it's because you're here that this phenomenon came into existence in the first place, though. Jeez.
わからないのか
You don't understand?
わからない。
Not a clue.
じゃあずっとわからないままでいてくれ
And please go on without ever understanding.
I tell her that and leave her there.
ちょっと待ってよ。
Wait a second!
教えてよ。気になるじゃない。
Tell me I'm curious! Kokoro chases after me, tugging at the hem of my clothing.
ねえ、サトルってば。
Hey, Satoru! Satoru! And in the first place, Satoru, Enlightenment, and Kokoro Mind have a connection that can't be severed. Oh, I thought Kokoro was heart. I just noticed it now, but it seems that this character, Satoru, without the Kokoro character, just becomes I. Either way, the fact that I'm me doesn't change, but even so, with Kokoro there, I becomes more like Satoru. Oh my god, this is so romantic. Sekiju Kansei. Maybe I've been trapped by that phenomenon myself. Of course, it was because Kokoro was there that this phenomenon came into existence in the first place, though.
あなたしっかりして。
Yes, they're alive! Woo! Dear, hang on, dear. Utsumi's voice suddenly reaches me. Yes! Oh my god, best ending! Best ending! Yes! Oh my god, Utsumi and Yomogi, they're alive. Yes! Go back to your daughter. You guys, your son is not here anymore, but you still have your daughter, your baby daughter. Utsumi's voice suddenly reaches me. Yes! Oh my god. Woo! She's just a little farther up the slope. Oh my god, you guys. She's pointing the snow-covered Yomogi, roughly shaking in his shoulders.
あなた大丈夫？
Darling, are you okay?
なんとかな。
Yeah, somehow.
どうやら僕は不死身らしい。
I appear to be immortal.
そういう惑星から来た宇宙人なのかな。
Maybe I'm an alien who came from that sort of planet, you know?
よもぎ聖治なだけによみがえ。
I'm Yomogi Seiji. I climb up mountains, let alone have a grip.
もうバカ。
Oh, you idiot! Cutting him off mid-joke, Utsumi flinging himself into his arms. Wow! There is no way this ending could get any better. Yomogi gently embraces her. He buries his nose in her hair. Utsumi cries without holding back. She cries and cries, her sobs echoing as far as the distant mountain range. Oh, what? Hotori? Hotori is alive. You're kidding me. What? Really? Oh, wow. I hope this is the good Hotori. And not Inabushi. Oh my god. The sun rises above the ridges of the eastern mountain line. Its rays shine down, a shimmering golden light rising from the snow piled up around us. I look far off into the distance and see the series of mountain peaks seemingly layered over each other. I surveyed the grandeur of the snow-covered mountain scenery before us. The base of the mountain, a wide field that still retains its greenery, stretches out, holding a brook. Well, her body is dead. Hotori's body is dead, but I don't know whose mind this is. Not long ago, there'd been nothing but darkness. But as the sun rose, the black shadow of the mountains range retreated, as though chased away. Now the field has turned to gold as well. Mesmerized by the overwhelming beauty of nature, I lose track of time for a short while. The spectacle all too fantastic and divine.
ねえ、こっちの暮らしはどう？
Hey, how's life up here? I guess my Izumi died. That's kind of sad.
こっちって。
By here, you mean?
天国のことよ。
Here in heaven. Ah. I suddenly hear a conversation between two people. I secretly strained my ears and listened in on their exchange.
What do you mean by heaven?
まるで僕が死んでしまったみたいな言い方だ。
You say that as though I died.
Well, yeah, that she thinks you're dead. Oh god, we have to explain this all to Utsumi.
そう。そうよね。
We got to explain everything. Oh my god. Yes. Oh my god, are the three dead bodies really, I'm guessing, Enomoto, Mayuzumi, and Hotori's body? Dang. Wow. Are we ever gonna find out what happened? Yes, that's right, isn't it?
あな
You're
たは生きてる。
alive.
どうしちまったんだよ、一体。
Just what the heck's gotten into you?
じゃあ、ここはどこなの？
Then where are we?
赤倉岳さ。
Mount Akakura.
赤倉岳って。
Mount Akakura.
ああ、そうだ。
Yep, that's right.
それよりも、君の方こそ、どうしてこんなところに。
But I'm more interested in how you got here.
Ah boy, Satoru?
I got the PowerPoint.
I hope you two are well versed in quantum physics.
しかも彼女も。
And furthermore, with her.
彼女って小鳥ちゃんのこと？
Okay, so this is Hotori, not Inabushi. I hope, at least. By her, you mean Hotori-chan.
小鳥？
Hotori.
I followed the direction they're looking, and sure enough, there's Hotori. She's on her knees in the snow. Kokoro is by her side, saying something to her.
小鳥ちゃん？小鳥ちゃん？
Hotori-chan. Hotori-chan, are you okay? She's not talking. It might be the real. Oh my god, this is the real Hotori. Hey, are you feeling okay? Hotori's eyes are blank. Yep. Her mouth hangs wide open as her mind has deserted her. Yep, I think this is the real Hotori. Maybe she still hasn't recovered from the shock of the avalanche. Hotori seems to at least be responding to Kokoro's questions by nodding or shaking her head. Seems like there's nothing to worry about there. Yup, this is the real Hotori. More importantly, Imogi, Utsumi, Hotori, Kokoro, and myself. There are only 5 of us here. Where did the remaining person go? Lin. Curious, I approach Imogi and Utsumi, and Yuni, and then, before I call out to them, Imogi
い
speaks.
やー、助かったよ。
Hey, you really saved me there.
君のおかげで命拾いした。
Thanks to you, I managed to escape with my life.
ありがとう。
Thanks a lot.
いや例なら俺よりも内海さんの方に行ってくれ。
No, if you're gonna thank anyone, it should be Itsumi-san.
雪に埋まってたあんたを助けたのは彼女なんだから。
She's the one who dug you out from under the snow.
でもその彼女を、こいつを助けてくれたのは君だ。
But you're the one who saved her in the first place.
After directing a glance at Utsumi, Himogi continues.
君があと少しでも来るのが遅れていたら、
If you got here even a moment later than you did,
僕らは全員今頃冷たい雪の下で眠っていたことだ。
we'd all probably be sleeping the big sleep under all that snow right now.
Can I tell you guys one thing I'm gonna say? Uchikoshi may have some issues as a writer, but one issue where he excels, where so many writers fail, is his endings. His endings are almost always phenomenal. They hit exactly what they're supposed to hit. Seriously. Like, he knows how to do endings. He does. He's one of the few writers who can consistently write an ending to a story. And to that, I give him props because apparently that is a very rare skill. On both sides of the Pacific. Like, because I am 100% satisfied with this ending to the point where I'm definitely going to do it, but I almost barely don't care about the other endings. This is awesome. Just awesome.
We'd all probably be sleeping the big sleep under all that snow right now.
本当にありがとう。
And my deepest thanks.
I look away from Miyamogi and scratch at my nose. Uchikoshi and Nakazawa, I'm so sorry. I look away from Yumogi and scratch at my nose.
ああそうだ。
Huh, that's right.
聞きたいことがあるんだけど。
Something I want to ask you.
I turn to Utsumi and address her.
ユニのことなんだ。
It's about Uni.
ユニは今
Where the fuck is he right now?
ユニくんだったら
And what happened to the other Uni? I'm guessing he got lost on the mountain somewhere. If it's Uni-kun you're asking about. Utsumi turns and looks up at the very top of the slope. Small silhouette near the ridge, waving furiously at us. Hey, everyone, are you alright? Oh, you could barely hear his voice. I'm coming to you right now, so wait there, okay? According to Utsumi, this is what happened before the avalanche. Here we go. Utsumi, Hotori, and Yuni left the front gate of Spia. All three of them were suddenly thrown into the extreme cold of Mount Agakura, where they lost their way. Spia had abruptly disappeared. Searching for his outline, the three of them began wandering in the snowstorm. Eventually, after heading east for a while, he heard his man's voice. It's Imogi. That's how they had their chance encounter. Miraculously enough, they had met close to the point where the avalanche would occur, location X. More specifically, they met slightly above location X, at the top of a steep ridge. What happened to the other Uni? Of course, Imogi tried to lead the three of them to the shelter cabin. However, the very next moment, Utsumi and Hotori disappeared from Imogi's side. Two of them stepped on a cornice of snow hanging overhanging the ledge, which had collapsed, and then tumbling down the slope. He tried to save them, but slipped and fell down the slope himself. That was how he injured his leg. A rock jutting out of the snow had gouged him pretty hard in the calf. Soon after, they finally stopped sliding. They were on top of a wide shelf of rock, to have the exact coordinates of location X. And that's where I came in. I don't think I need to repeat what happened next. That was why Uni was the only one not caught in the avalanche. A lot of that which we call history resides in darkness, never just by the light. The amount of history that humans can know is limited. No one could have imagined a process like this from reading an article in a newspaper or a magazine. History. History is. Incidentally, after all this, just what kind of history will be written in this stream of time? There's no way we'll be able to find any decomposed bodies in July. Oh, so we've created a new timeline. So what about the history of the rescue team discovering Uni by himself today, January 17th? This will change depending on our actions right now in the present. I still haven't decided anything. Even I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I mean, Serene, I consider 999 to have 3 main endings. And they're all fantastic endings. Even though there's one that is super ultra sad, the submarine ending, it is also very beautiful in its own way. And then you have the ending where you get the catharsis of killing the main villain, and then you have the true ending. Like, seriously. So, I'm not gonna doubt that the other endings are great, too. That's probably why I think, I honestly love 999 so much. 3 endings. All phenomenal. Really. Each and every one of them was so good. Once again, I got one more thing to worry about. However, under this morning sunrise, golden scenery, the magnificent view of the mountains, for their mysterious beauty, all my worries are blown away without a trace. Whatever the case, I managed to save them. History has already been changed. I can think about the future later. Right now, it's fine. Just let the sensation of everything come to a close, wash over me. That's what I think. Suddenly, I feel someone tapping my shoulder. I look back to see Yomogi.
一つだけ聞いてもいいか
Hey, can I ask you something? Huh?
君は一体
Just,
誰なんだ
who are you?
Sitcom laughter. A refreshing midwinter breeze. I inhale the crisp air with all my might and shoot it out. Shout it out.
俺の名前は
My name is
有機堂悟だ。
Yukino Satoru!
Hell the fuck yeah it is! Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, that's what we'll do, Serene. Next time is going to be the epilogue, which I guess it'll explain a bit more. What? Oh, that's Hotori's body, isn't it? She has a sprite. I guess we'll see. Oh my god, their son has a sprite. And that's the girl at the hospital. Like, there's so many questions that haven't been answered, but I don't care at this point. I really don't care. This ending is so fantastic. And it just knowing that, you know, those answers do exist in the other endings. It's fantastic. Unlike, seriously, immensely satisfying. Immensely satisfying. Yeah, there's Satoru in his harem. But I won. Oh my god. So yeah, I guess Mayuzumi is fucking dead. Jeez. So I think I can piece together what happened. Uni's voice actor is singing. That's crazy. Wow. I think I can piece together what happened if we're gonna go for one timeline. Future Uni, before fucking off, what Future Uni did was he dragged the dead body out and put it in the snow. And he basically, I guess, did he murder Mayuzumi? Did he straight up murder Mayuzumi? That would be both hilarious and kind of dark. And basically dragged the two bodies out there along with Hotori's real body. And those are the three bodies that were found, is what I'm thinking. And then he went off to do his own things. And, I don't know, just fuck off somewhere. That's how I think, if we're going for a preserved timeline. If not, if we're going for a new timeline, then everything can stay as it is, but I do imagine that they'll all like go into hiding for a year, so they don't disrupt history. We didn't find out what's up with the little kid. Hello, Mystery Theater. This ending is phenomenal. Seriously. I love this ending. Love it. Love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, there's Insane Pregnant. Oh, God. What is so adorable? All kid stuff. And we're flashing back to stuff we did this stream here. Oh my god. There's a different ending on the PSP? Oh, that's sad. Jeez. And Satoru has clearly gotten over Mayuzumi. He does not give a single fuck about her right now, which I think is pretty fucking funny. Delta, oh my god.
午後0時20分
Present time, 12:20 p.m.
日付は2011年1月17日月曜日
Okay, you guys. Next time. Next time, we do the epilogues. Oh, the PSP has a different tone. I love that so much. Seriously. I am just... Yeah, it's Delta. Come here from Zero Time Dilemma to fuck things up and do mind hacking. Oh, not actual ending is different in tone. The song. Okay, good. And thanks. OA, you're supposed to be asleep. You have to catch up on your fucking sleep. My girl, seriously. I know I'm going to be going to bed very happy tonight. I love this so much. Really. Really, I'll probably be able to put it into words better next time, but know that it is past 2 a.m. and I am fully awake and just so happy and just so invested in this ending. And I am glad I read this story. Very glad. I loved it. I think it's better than even Ever 17. Already, even without knowing the fucking answer to the questions. Just because I know how it ends, and I know what happens to the majority of the characters. So, you guys, I cannot wait. Friday, we're going to go into the epilogue, get some more answers, and maybe check out some of the bad endings. Yeah, the other ending. We're going to get that other ending for sure next time. So until then, I will say, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You're all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.